I'm going to hold your hand when I say this because nobody held mine. If you want to grow your hair in 2026 and start your natural hair journey, your curl pattern is the least of your worries. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Yasmin and I'm on a hair growth journey in which I'll be focusing on hair health and length retention so I can have healthy long hair by the end of 2026. See, length retention is a routine, and if you want to grow your hair whilst retaining length, you need to adapt your routine to your hair, not the other way around. You can't go around following other people's routines wondering why it doesn't work. And to build a routine that actually works for you, you need to figure out what I like to call your hair ID or your hair credentials. Knowing your hair ID is useful for multiple reasons, but I'm going to break it down for you from least important to most important. Let's call it the PTD hair ID. Knowing your hair ID or hair credentials in terms of porosity, thickness, and density will help you figure out what your hair needs the most and what you should quit doing moving on if you want to retain length. Porosity comes first because that's how I figured out what ingredients in my hair products were absolutely useless for me and which ones were more useful. And in terms of porosity, you can either have high porosity, medium porosity, or low porosity. Thickness is important because depending on how thick your hair is, you can gravitate towards thinner or thicker hair products. You can either have fine hair strands, medium hair strands, or very coarse hair strands. It's also good to know that you can have a mix of both. You can have a mix of fine hair strands and medium hair strands, or a mix of very coarse hair strands and medium hair strands. Last but not least is hair density. Hair density is important because it can help you assess how healthy your hair is. You can either have very high density, medium density, or low density. Now, when I say it helps you assess how healthy your hair is, it is not to say that if you have a lower hair density, your hair is less healthy. But if you do notice that your hair density is progressively decreasing with time, then you need to check that out, whether it's by changing something in your routine or getting a blood test. There are a plethora of videos all around social media that will help you figure out your hair ID, but I will be making a video on how to figure out your hair thickness and your hair density, so stick around if you want to see that. Now, for porosity, I do recommend taking Justice Jackson's hair porosity quiz. She's a creator on TikTok, and I think her handle is Big Head Justice. She helped me figure out my hair porosity, that's why I'm recommending her quiz. Make sure to figure out your hair ID before the new year rolls around so you can start your natural hair journey and build a solid length retention routine if you need one. Now, if you want to follow my journey or see more hair content like this, make sure to follow me on all my socials. Bye!